Modern Warfare 2, an iconic game, and still to this day one of the best Call of Duty games that's ever been made. Obviously, in my opinion, it's certainly one of my favourite Call of Duty games, that's for sure. Now, in today's video, I wanted to discuss something different and discuss the prospect of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer. Now, if you do enjoy the video, obviously make sure you smash that like and subscribe button, as it does help me out massively. Now, obviously, when the game was originally released, I love the game. I mean, I couldn't stop playing the game. I was actually addicted to the game for quite a bit. Back when it released, I was a teeny bopper, so I didn't have anything, such as a job or anything like that. You just come back from school, get on the game, get on the grind, playing with friends and family, and having an absolute blast. Now, in my opinion, Activision would be stupid not to make this happen. They've made the campaign remastered, so there's no limitations in that department. And the game, when it originally released, was very successful and hugely popular. And any Call of Duty fan knows that Modern Warfare 2 is god tier, and that's fact. Now, I found this article online that I'll discuss with yourselves in a moment, which sheds some light on the situation and just gives us a bit more, insight into, what might be happening. So this is the article that I found online on the G Infinity website. You can just Google it and find it. It clearly states here that a new PC data mine on Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered reveals that a multiplayer did exist at some point in time. So there is hope out there. There's been multiple references, including continue to multiplayer, custom classes, domination flags, multiplayer leaderboards, XP progression, dark matter camo, diamond camo, gold camo, prestige, season pass, and so much more. So, it is stating that, there is a possibility that it will be released at some point in time. There's also a multiplayer.exe file in the 65GB of PC data, and you can find that on, another YouTuber's video, but I'm not going to obviously, promote someone else's video in my video. But yeah, that's the article that I found. So further down the article, you can just pause the video, or you can obviously find this on the G Infinity website yourself. It says, so far there hasn't been much talk about the multiplayer for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. According to sources, the reason why the multiplayer has not been released is to avoid splitting up the player base and obviously increasing the workload for the developers of the games. Obviously, they're working on Modern Warfare at the moment, Warzone, which are already very successful, and there'd be no need to introduce a third game at this moment in time. So what that leads me to believe is that later down the line, once the hype around Warzone and Modern Warfare at the moment, 2019, has subsided, they may obviously consider releasing it at some point in time. Like I said, they'd be stupid not to. I mean, it'd just fly off the shelves. I mean, a lot of people buy digital copies these days, so not necessarily the shelves, but the store, if you will. And I'd love to see the game. I'd love to just go through Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer, be an absolute blast, a nostalgia factor. But that's just obviously my thoughts on the situation. If they don't release the game, obviously that's completely up to them. I would be upset, but I may have to take further action. I may have to send them a strongly worded email or letter. Oh, I may even have to cross them off the Christmas card list as well, thinking about it. Now, I'm going to leave it there, but obviously thank you very much for the opportunity. I hope you do enjoy the video.